Welcome back to humanity. Let's finish off dependence. We got bait switch. Oh, we got others. Defeating others marked with blue orbs and destroying gates marked in the same way will cause interesting things to happen. Are they... I have to have 100? What? What the hell? Alright, I think I know what to do here. I think that actually worked out pretty well. Like, this tactic is pretty sound, I believe. I think what I need to do, though, is, I think I need to hop up on top of one of these things, and I think I can take out all of them from up top. I think that's kind of the idea. Actually, I have a better idea. I think if we do this, oh god. Alright, that worked. Now we can just push these guys off. Well, they can't get us now. Nice. That one was tricky, but figured it out pretty easily. Assume the position. Oh, this is gonna be a tricky one. All right. So this one had stumped me a little bit, and it ended up just looking up the solution, and for some reason I muted and didn't unmute. So the rest of this video is going to just be post commentary, but basically you want to push the Goldy over to the side here. You want to flip the middle block and either the left or the right block. It doesn't really matter which one you want to flip, but you want to flip one of them. You just want to park some of those guys up there. You don't want to join them together because then, I mean, not that you couldn't split them apart again, but save yourself the trouble. So we're just going to flip these blocks, push this one up to the center, push the Goldy back over to where the other block originally was. And then we just need to set these guys up like the other side. And then that's really it. You just have to start it. I don't know what I was doing here. Oh, you have to park these guys up here as well. Alright, so then you just hit the power button and you really just watch it play out. That's all you have to do. Simple as that. Alright, for run out the clock, this one's pretty simple. You really just have to run around in a circle. But it took me a little bit longer because I couldn't figure out how to get them to get killed by the laser beam. But you really just have to run wide circles instead of tight circles because obviously they go slower than you do. But the hardest thing I would think about this is just getting the Goldies and not getting hit by the laser beam. So, but other than that, this is a really, really simple level. All right, now with Bob and Weave, this one is a little bit tricky. I wouldn't suggest collecting all your people here like that, because you'll see you have to keep all 100 people. If you don't, then you won't be able to get both Goldies. So if you lose any of your people, you pretty much have to restart. If you're trying to get both Goldies, that is. So I realized that here, and I just eventually restart because like I need to get both Goldies. So this wasn't. I had multiple attempts on this. This probably took me the longest out of all of these in this episode. But you'll see here, I kind of came up with the idea to split them in half and move half of them down to this corner so that they don't get picked up when I'm bobbing and weaving. And then, yeah, it's pretty easy. I only have like 40 some with me right here, and it's plenty to kill all these guys. So you basically just want to keep them from catching you. And just kind of snake yourself back and forth. This big group is probably the hardest, obviously, because there's a ton of them. But it's easily doable with just half the group. Alright, secret mission is another one where you pretty much have to use your people to kill the enemies. This one's, you gotta be quick with this one, and I would recommend taking all of them because you're not gonna have time to come all the way back to pick up the rest of the people if you split them in half. Once you get to the end of the level, you have to trigger 2 switches with at minimum 80 people in order to get those goldies. So keep yourself moving, try not to lose as many of your people as possible, and should be easy enough. Alright, the final trial is defensive positions, and this one stumped me too. I couldn't figure out like what was going on here, so I did look up the solution to this, but I literally stopped it as soon as I saw what he was doing within like the first 5 seconds. Basically, you just have this center where your people continually spawn, and you just have to lure your people into these little hallways so that they kill the enemies as they're they kill the others as they're coming toward you. And I mean, they come in like waves basically, so it's a pattern. So you just got to put your people in these spots and have them kill them, and then you'll have to kill the big, like the larger enemy with the blue orb to trigger the platforms with the buttons to lower, so you can put some people on there and stream your people out from the other gates that are there on the map. So it's not too hard once you realize what you have to do, but for some reason it was like over my head and I couldn't figure it out. But then once I saw, I was like, wow, that's really kind of obvious, but it is what it is. So I let my first attempt here play out just because you can tell that I had no idea what I was doing. I'm just really confused, but we got it in the end with a little bit of help. So you see here what I'm doing. I'm basically just putting groups of people in these spots so that they can shoot the others and kill them. It's pretty straightforward. And then eventually the big ones with the blue orbs will start walking, and then they'll die too. And then you just need to grab a couple people and put them on each button, and you're pretty much good to go. It'll just end, the level will just end on its own because your people will destroy all the portals for the others and then just make their way over to the goal.
Alright, so there's the level, and people get Goldy Star Dependence, and
Dependence broken here. So that's going to complete off the dependence sequence. This wasn't really meant to be like tutorials for these levels. Since I happened to mute my microphone for some reason back in the beginning, I just figured I'd do a little bit of voiceover over top of this so that it's not completely silent. So anyway, I do pop 2 other trophies here just at the end because I knew they were trophies and I just figured I'd pop them to get them out of the way. So they will be coming up here shortly. We also unlock the yellow core, which is 5 trials instead of just 1. So that'll be interesting in the next episode. I don't remember what I was talking about there, but I was talking about something. Probably the fact that it has 5 trials, I don't know. So anyway, we run over here to the archive, and we just needed to change the skin and the appearance of our people. So I picked the one I literally just unlocked, and then just some random outfit, just so that we can pop this trophy, playing God. And then there's also one more for stats. And you have to have all the stats, the trials, dog, and people, and you get by the numbers. So that's going to do it for this episode. Leave a like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I will catch you in the next video. Sorry this one has a voiceover, sorry I muted, but it is what it is sometimes. Have a good one.